Well, hello, Earthlings who have the desire and interest to be a part of my virtual family here on YouTube. In case you wonder why I have been absent lately, needless to say, but I will go ahead and say it just in case you're not familiar with how I'm supposed to sound like, I got sick as hell. I got sick as shit. And 2 days ago, particularly, or well, more like yesterday, I did not have much of a voice at all. And what I considered doing was to set up a stream and then have my computer up so that in the chat I could reply to you. But I said, that's just fucking stupid as hell. The whole reason people watch videos is to listen to the person and watch them. So I decided to just not mess with that and take the time to rest. But as of right now, I am just surprised by how fucking sick I got. I thought that after Monday, I was winning the war. Like, I would be fine by Wednesday, like, perfectly back to normal. But no, I was actually getting worse. I have been coughing. I have been, like, my lungs have been wheezing here and there. And I'm like, fuck, I'm dying. This is it. But, anyways, what's weird about this is that, sure, I got congestion and whatnot. And I have been coughing and sneezing nonstop. But it's not like I feel sick, like, oh, I have to be in bed and I cannot move. That was Monday. Monday, I had the worst headache ever, and my joints were actually hurting. But after Monday, it's like my fever was gone, everything was gone, and I could function like normal. But this was a terrible idea. But, anyways, you guys, I just wanted to let you know how I'm feeling and to record myself sounding like this because this is not something that happens often. But I cannot stay for very long because I'm going to start coughing. So I'm going to catch up with whatever comments have arrived and then shut the hell up and maybe try this again tomorrow after I drink like a gallon of water because there's no way that I'm going to last like 10 minutes doing this. You sound raspy. I hope you feel better soon. Thanks a lot for the good wishes. I actually am doing a whole lot better. I promise you, I am doing a whole lot better than I was, say, last night and this morning. But again, I don't want to ruin this for myself because if I do something stupid and start laughing, I'm going to sound like there's a demon in my chest. So, yeah, fuck this. I am going to catch up with you, and after that, I am out. What does the word mean? Well, the word actually means malade, and it is French for ill or sick person. I don't know if that exists in English, but that is the only word I could think of to describe what I'm feeling and use as title. I don't want to call this the sick person stream. I wanted a word that said exactly what I wanted for it to say, so I just chose malade. um, in French it means six. It's where we get the word malady from. Yeah, that's the word I was looking for. Thanks, Holger. Someone out here knows French. Yeah, girl needs help. Happy Sunday, Zam. I hope you are well. Yeah, like I said, if you were to like throw me in a basketball court or the gym, I'm going to absolutely wreck it, like I always do. But it's like my sinuses are so irritated and my voice is just not there. Like I promise you, I sounded Darth Vadery. It was terrible. I was debating like 2 days ago whether I should call out from my morning shift, but I said I don't feel like on Monday. On Monday, I feel like I was more call out material. Like my headache was, it felt like it was expanding, like a balloon that just kept going and going, like just expanding. And I just felt a lot of pressure, like here and on the sides, right? So I said, great, this is probably related to allergies or some junk. But everyone at the store that I work at, everyone was buying stuff for like irritation and allergies, and everyone kept talking about how they had the flu and whatnot. And I'm like, fuck the flu, I never get it. But mom, she works with babies, and she kept talking about this one particular baby that was sick with something. And then she was coughing and coughing and coughing and sneezing and sneezing and sneezing. And then she left a couple of days ago, to go visit my brother, to help him, move in, sometime next week. And then the first thing I said was, I text my brother and I said, Mom is bringing a shit ton of demons when it comes to illness. Like, she's bringing you the granddaddy of viruses. So make sure that you're prepared. And if you can, overdose on vitamin C because you're going to need it. And then he was like, fuck, I already have enough with the pollen. But but I said, yeah, if I got sick, that means it's real. Because I had not lost my voice or gotten sick to where I feel shit on my chest and like my throat is like this since I was like 16 years old. So yeah, if I get sick, that means the situation is real. But I just told him she brings a lot of demons with her, so please pray hard and overdose on vitamin C. You'll be glad I said that. But anyways, yeah, please don't make me laugh because I'm going to sound terrible and it's gonna make me laugh more, and I already laugh at nothing. So yeah, you don't want to hear me laugh right now. Oh, get a lime and squeeze it in 2 tablespoons of water. Gargle it. Sounds like a strep throat. You know what? Yesterday morning, no, 2 mornings ago, I took a juicy ass lemon and I squeezed the remaining life out of it, if any. And I also had honey, and I boiled water, dispensed it into a mug, stirred that mug, and drank it. And it was the best experience I have ever had. I skipped adding vinegar to it because since I have problems with my stomach from time to time, and I have acid reflux problems, I didn't want to have too much acid going down my throat into my intestinal tract at some point because I was afraid that it might upset me. But what I've been doing is doing a few rounds of something acidic. So now, before I take a shower and go to bed, I'm going to drink my little apple cider vinegar. And that is going to feel like my esophagus is being set on fire, but it's worth it. The relief is so great. After I do that, I feel so much better. And when I fixed my little honey and lime or lemon juice tea, I thought that that was it. Like, I was going to recover from that. But yeah, it's weird because sometimes my voice is fine. Like this morning, toward noon, I should say, I was like, fantastic. I can actually speak loudly. I can finish a sentence without feeling like my soul is coming out of my throat. And I'm like, okay, I'm on the way to recovery. But I thought that 2 days ago, that was it. Like 2 days ago, I thought I would be a whole lot better. Like, I was like, oh yeah, my immune system does not fuck around. We got this. But it's taken annoyingly too long. And I'm just ready for this to go. Because then my congestion in my face is so bad that my right ear got clogged. Like, It just feels like at any time it's just going to gush with something, and I'm like, I don't need that. And this happens to me anytime I get congested. My right ear, just it just fails on me. So when I drive, I'm like, oh yeah, it's like I have a plug on my right ear, so it disorients me a bit. But it's no big deal. You guys know that there's always something wrong with me. So I'm not even tripping that my body is like this right now. I'm just shocked because respiratory problems is something that I haven't had since I was like a teenager. But anyways, everyone was sick. Everyone was talking about the flu demon. So I'm like, if I don't get anything, I'm gonna be impressed. But anyway, where am I at? Does your face tingle? No. And I don't have recollection of that happening actually. I speak fluent French. That's awesome. My brother does too, and I should know, but I just cannot do it. The whole reason I stopped learning French was because physically it was just impossible for me to pronounce it. It's a very nasal language, and my brother would always bully me and pick on me because I couldn't pronounce it. So if that buffoon decides to crash one of my streams one day, he's going to talk to me in French because he loves to embarrass me that I cannot speak it. And I'm like, leave me alone, man. If you really want to show off, just move to France. Try to find our family over there or something. But but yeah, he'll do that because he knows I suck at it. And I don't know if he has given up his evil ways, but he used to just love seeing me suffer, not being able to speak it well or something. Look up the symptoms for strep throats. Those are the symptoms. Look up remedies. Oh no, that's painful. It's funny. I will pray hard. Get a flashlight and look into the mirror when you open your mouth. If the inside of your mouth has white veins, it is strep throat. No, it doesn't have that. Just toward the back, there's a little bit of redness going on because of how much I've been coughing. But but no, I haven't seen anything out of the ordinary, and my breath is fine. Yeah, yeah, no, it's fine. If your nose runs and your feet smell, you are built upside down. Yes, lemon is the best taste ever. When person's sick, lemon has a strong taste. I love lemon. Like lemony things, for example, lemon desserts, those are awesome. And those are totally what a sick girl needs, right? Totally. Someone get this girl a key lime pie or a lemon pastry of some sort. Inject this girl with some lemon. Delicious, magical lemon. I love TFS. Don't use honey or vinegar. Just get 2 tablespoons of room temperature water and 1 lime squeezed. You know, I love lime and water so much. I like it a whole lot better than lemon and water. But for some reason, I never think about drinking it like that. I don't enjoy it as much as lemon. Honey and vinegar will destroy the effects of the citrus. Google tells everything about health. It works to learn things to do or don't do. When the weather changes, that's when I get allergies. Oh, yeah. And then the pollen thing is not making it any better. Like, one morning, I opened my front door and I saw the screen and it looked like it had a ton of powder in it. And then my car was looking greenish yellow. And then mom's car was looking greenish yellow. And then the sun came out and I could see how my car went from dark gray to like a faded gray. And I'm like, fuck. My eyes were even starting to turn red. This was like Monday night. And yep, apparently I have become a biological weapon amongst my peers because, you know, your girl has to be responsible and pay bills. And I did not think that what I had was that serious. So when I went to work and I visited someone at the office, she told me that after I walked out. This was the day that I basically had no voice. She was like, so the moment you left the office, I sneezed 6 times. I'm like, oh, that's exactly how I started. I started innocently sneezing when mom was here, and then she had like in the mornings, I would wake up to her having an orchestra of sneezes and coughs in her room. And I'm like, fantastic. She's just dying over there. And then prior to me getting sick, I'm like, I'm going to walk into her room very bravely with my invincible immune system. And I was confident that I wouldn't get anything. And I started with the and then I'm like, great, I have that little itch that forms. Let me do something about it. But but yeah, this was bound to happen. I'm just glad that you guys cannot get any of this mess through the screen. Oh fuck. Okay guys, I think this is it. I'm gonna catch up with the comments and after that I'm gone. I am off to sleep, sleep dreams. Hope you feel better soon. Alright, Holger, good to see you. I always go on WebMD. Dude, WebMD is always telling you that you're gonna die. Like, I should have died some 8 years ago if I were to rely on what WebMD says about the state of my health. But I hear you. Sometimes I like to Google some of my symptoms, and it helps remind me that I am behind on some supplements. Like today, while I was driving out of the blue, I said, why am I feeling weak, miserable? Kind of like, it's a weird kind of depression. And then I said to myself, you know what? When I was pretty much bleeding my soul out in my last period, I realized I have not had much iron in my blood. So I need to stop making excuses and fix them little cans of beans and garbanzos that I have lying around in my counter since fucking last year and just cook them. Because that is pretty much the only natural source of iron that I trusted. Of course, I eat spinach, but I feel like it's not enough. Like it's not the kind of iron that I need. I need excess iron, because your girl is anemic. Zamri, try some vitamin C gummies. Makes your health so strong. I've heard so much about them. They sell like crazy. Maybe I should try them. They always say try this. If not, find a doctor. I love that site. Yeah, tell me about it. Yeah, but at least it gives me good ideas on how to gouge where I'm at. So I like looking it up because it reminds me of a supplement that I may be neglecting, like B vitamins or iron, this and that. Calcium. I have not been drinking my protein like I'm supposed to. So as you can see, your girl's getting all gelatinous and small and weak. But I'll get on it. The reason I stopped drinking my protein was because I was trying to decrease my sugar intake because the milk that I like to use is coconut milk, and sure, it's not so high on sugar, but the serving that I do drinking my protein shakes, it was a little higher than I wanted to do. I wanted to limit myself to 25 grams per day. Of course, it's never fucking worked because either the chicken I'm eating has a sauce in it that has sugar, or I end up with a snack that's all sweet and whatnot. Or maybe I pick up a protein drink when I'm out and about and I'm like, sure, I'm gonna drink this because it has protein. And I'm like, oh fuck, it has like 30 grams of sugar. And the other times it is, I'll pick up a yogurt and realize that it has like 13 grams. And I'm like, I killed it. I ruined that for myself. So to be a good girl, I decided that I would neglect my protein because if I don't have it with coconut milk, I'm not interested in it. I could do unsweetened almond milk, but that is for people who lack a soul. The only way I could use almond milk is if I'm doing a smoothie with strawberries or blueberries in it. But then I said, I don't want to do that because that's fruit that has sugar. Sugar! I'm tired of living a life of sugar in the almighty sad American diet. So, anyways. But, anyways, I'll get back into it. It's springtime, which means my diet is just automatically much better. But I just need to get over this shit so that I can work out like God wants me to and then get leaner and, look like I'm supposed to look like. Anyways, I think I might be allergic to all vegan diet. If I don't eat meat, I start suffering from a leaky gut. For me, it's how can you be so certain that a vegan diet is truly what we're meant to be consuming if it's safe for us to eat meats at a certain temperature? If you are someone who focuses on a specific diet, you tend to suffer from something. Vegans have a tendency of, if they're not careful, they don't get enough protein. And I'm like, okay, sure, eat some of that little nutritional yeast powder, that helps. But if you have a diet that focuses a lot on meats, then you might have cholesterol problems. And if you have a vegetarian diet, you're just not getting enough of other nutrients. So I'm like, just be a reasonable human being, have discipline, and be on a seafood diet, which is you eat everything that you see, but with moderation. And if you want to be extra safe, just stay out of shellfish. I don't think shellfish is really, except for the certain minerals that they tend to be rich in, I think you can be fine without shellfish. Because I feel like it's so easy for you to get sick from it. Probably because people just don't know how to clean it well. But but anyways, I'm someone who doesn't consume it and I find it gross, and on top of that, I'm mildly allergic to shrimp and what's that other thing? Anyways, so I just don't want to mess with it. Like anything that looks like that. Crustaceans. There are diet candy bars and even pop and juice. More important, staying focused. Do you eat fish or take omega 3 pills? It can help. I actually do take omega 3 supplements on the days that I do not eat fish. So usually I eat salmon like 3 times a week. And then I do 3 days of beef, and then there's one day where I get my protein from eating a lot of junk. That's usually Sundays. But basically, I take my supplement 4 times per week. And I know that I should do it every day. I should take two. According to the supplement that I have, it should be two per day. But I'm like, if I'm already eating fish and it's a significant portion, it's like half a pound, I think I'm all right. And ever since I take that thing, I feel the difference. So I'm very grateful for the omega supplement. And I like it because it kind of has like an orangey aftertaste, at least the ones that I use. So it's not gross. So let's see. Staying focused on health makes all the difference. Try gargling salt water 3 times in the morning, right when you wake up. Just make sure it is equivalent to the taste of ocean water. Yeah, you know what? I used to do that before, but I stopped doing it because it left me with that saltiness in my mouth, of course, to where it felt like I was coming out of the ocean and like the inside of my mouth was just like worn down. It's like lips. When you go to the beach, fuck, you can feel it in your lips that it's all like salty and ugh, yeah. So I'm like, you know what? I'll just let the apple cider vinegar open me up and just deal better. Zamri, do you take naps like a half hour? That's good for health too. You know what? I used to take naps, but lately I try to avoid them because I just don't feel like I need them, you know? I'm naturally a person who has a lot of energy, but if I'm incredibly sick, like out of my mind sick, I do try to take naps so that my body can focus on battling whatever the hell is getting to it. But I'm not someone who needs naps like that. There was a time when I used to come back from school where I used to take them because people would say that they benefited from it. And apparently, as a teenager, you need like what, 10, 12 hours of sleep or something crazy. So I said, sure, let me try that. But honestly, for me to voluntarily take a nap, someone would have to like talk me into it. I don't normally say to myself, I'm gonna go home and take a nap. Maybe when I get a little older, it'll happen because everyone who's like in their mid 30s or 40s, they just say that and do it. And I'm like, okay, I guess you're onto something. Let's see. I hate vinegar. You know what? I like vinegar to cook with it and salt and vinegar chips, but drinking it, I can only take it as apple cider vinegar. But to drink vinegar on its own mixed with like lemon or something, no, no, no. I grew up in the Caribbean, so I have a good immune system from the ocean. You know what? Anytime I would go to the beach, I would feel great. Like my soul is being cleansed by everything that's present in the ocean, but I became scared of the ocean when I just couldn't see what was in the water anymore. But if I had crystalline water, like an ocean with crystalline water, I'm sure I would mess with it more. But man, not around here, that's for sure. Let's see. All right, it appears that I am pretty caught up with the comments. Well, guys, it's been a pleasure. I am proud of myself that I was able to last 30 minutes, but I feel like I'm about to start dying right now. So, so I'm going to end the stream right here. Do you use sea salt? I typically do, and I also use any salt that says that they supply iodine. So I use occasionally, but very rarely because it's expensive, just to please myself with something different. I may use the Himalayan pink salt, and other times I use sea salt, and other times I use the one that in the label it says that it supplies iodine. Oh god damn it! All right. Emery, how about tomato juice? You know what? I don't like tomato juice too much, but I love it in soup form. Bye, get well, blessings to you, great friend. I appreciate that.